physical showroom fit in an increasingly virtual world? John Cave, Executive Director at E.H. Smith, sits down to tell us more about the company's beautiful Brick Showroom in the heart of London.
How did the idea for the showroom come about?
The idea probably started 5 or 6 years ago that no one really was doing anything in external materials. There was lots of tile companies, furniture companies, bathroom showrooms, but there wasn't anywhere where architects could come and look at facade materials, bricks, terracotta, the things that we specialise in.
Tell us about the showroom.
From the minute we walked into that particular space, we could tell that it was ideal for us. It had lots of natural light. There were 2 atriums. There was lots of exposed brickwork. Those were things that we'd been looking for. Now, it was a bit bigger than we'd originally thought. So we went to one of our partners, who are a German ceramics producer, Buchtal, and they agreed to part fund the project. But from all the research that we'd done, we were pretty confident that both the scale and the position of the centre would make it something unique and something that architects would want to come to. And again, that was central to the brief that we gave the designers, was design this for yourselves, but just remember we have to work there.
How important are bricks to E.H. Smith, and how big is E.H. Smith in bricks?
So E.H. Smith, we're celebrating our centenary year this year, actually. So we were formed in 1922. And throughout that time, we've been synonymous with bricks. We are probably the second largest specialist distributor of bricks in the UK. It is very important to us. It's about 40% of our turnover is relating to bricks. And we've developed our services in bricks continually over that 100 years. So we do stock, we distribute, we have depots, we have brick displays all across the country. And we thought it a useful addition to professionalise really how we approach architects and clients, which is the idea behind the design centre. So we have the logistics infrastructure that backs all that up. We have up to 18 million bricks in stock at any one time. We have the sales teams that specialise in bricks, that have all the technical knowledge. And this was just the next step to add another level of service really to what we already do.
In an increasingly virtual world, how does this very physical showroom fit in with the changing way specifiers work?
It's tempting to think that we can do everything online, and we have invested quite a lot in online. But when it comes to choosing materials, and especially facade materials, especially bricks, ceramics, it's very tactile. Architects like to see the actual product to try and start to imagine how it would be at scale. Bricks are always sampled on any major scheme for that very reason. Being able to come into the design centre to make a selection and then to leave with just the product that you're after is just inherently much more efficient.
The pandemic wasn't the best time to launch an attraction that depends on physical visitors, but is the showroom working?
So the pandemic has definitely added a dimension to our plans, let's put it that way. We hadn't actually opened when the initial lockdown was announced. And I have to say, it did pass through my mind, especially in the depths of that first lockdown where everybody was at home. What have we done? But it was quite incredible, actually, and very, very encouraging, the way that even through the varied restrictions, the interest was there. As soon as we'd opened the doors, people were interested. And actually, before we opened the doors, we had quite a few visitors while we were still building it. It's actually been making sure that we have the resources available to facilitate all the meetings that are being requested. So although we did have our moments of wondering whether the pandemic was really going to change the way that people did business for the long term, I think we come back to that kind of fundamental idea that when you're specifying the type of materials that we do, You want to be able to touch and feel. You want to be able to look at a range in one place. All of these benefits that we're seeing from the design centre are still true now. And actually, we are extremely busy, and we're glad we held our nerve, even though we did have our doubts at certain points.